At Man City Fan TV, we're really pleased to promote this wonderful sketchwork artwork by a lady called Leslie Ross. You can follow Leslie on Twitter at 111Leslie111 and also follow her on Facebook and Twitter at 9320art.
Hi guys, it's Ray here from Man City Fan TV. It feels kind of weird not having a game in midweek, but hopefully the players are going to get a lot of rest this week. And I hope you guys are getting no rest and are out training and trying to lose some weight and get your bodies ready for those new Puma kits that City will be getting in the summer, because you know, looking at the Arsenal and other kits, they are quite body hugging. So I think we've all got to do a little bit to get into shape to fit into those kits. Today I'm just going to do a bit of a news update and talk about a new club that City are going to buy. Now, I'll give you some background. We've got this structure called the City Football Group, and that consists mainly of Man City as the head, and we've got investments and ownerships in clubs around the world. So in North America, we've got New York City FC, who play in the MLS. In South America, we've got a Uruguayan team called Club Atletico Torque. In Spain, we've got Girona. In Australia, we've got Melbourne City FC. We've got a small stake in Yokohama Mariners in Japan, and we've got a club in China that was announced only a couple of weeks ago, Sichuan Jinhui. I'm sure I'm still getting that wrong. And so we got those clubs already, and yeah, it's been well known, I think, for the last couple of years that City have been looking in India as one of the next target markets. And you know, I've done videos on this for ages. I've done several talking about the economics and why City want to be in China. Why does City want to be in India? Well, India have got something, well over 1 billion people live in India, and they are sport crazy. Admittedly, it's mostly about cricket, but football is catching up as well. And with that many people, it's a huge economy, and it's going to be a bigger football economy. And I think City want to really be there for when it explodes. Same with China. China's got a lot of money in Chinese football, and City want to be there as the explosion continues to take place. And it's going to happen in India as well. Now, so City are going to, they're interested in, the rumours are that it's Mumbai City FC, which coincidentally is MCFC. And there's strong rumours that City are interested in them because you know, we've sent people out there to watch them play, and I think they're playing in the, was it semi-finals of a cup or the knockouts or whatever this weekend, and apparently City have got someone there as well. So you know, those signs are pointing towards Mumbai City FC. Now, last year I thought it might be the Kerala Blasters because I put my 2 and 2 together, and there was a tournament involving, I think it was Girona, Melbourne City FC, and the Kerala Blasters. That was in India. So, you know, I just said, well, you know, 2 Manchester City Football Group teams, possibly the third. But we've got to wait and see who it's going to be. But that's, you know, if it does go to Mumbai, I mean, Mumbai's Bollywood, and there's a lot of money in Mumbai, a lot of business, a lot of film stars there. And if you see what they've done with their cricket, and you know, the stars are all involved. You've got a lot of film stars involved, and business people and famous people involved with the IPL cricket. And I'm sure once football really explodes in India, these people, a lot of money people, a lot of wealthy people want to be involved with football too. So it's a great market to be involved with, and it's very interesting to listen to City's chief executive Ferran Soriano talk about this and talk about the City Football Group. This is what he said. We have some interest in some markets and countries where there is genuine football passion and opportunities, like China, but also India. So there might be other opportunities in Asia. With all these developments, we have to be patient. We've been looking at India for nearly 2 years now. I'd say this year we'll end up doing an investment in India. As we see it now, there's a natural pace of growth that we will follow that takes us to more than 7 teams, but not 100. I cannot see 10 years ahead, but the group might have 2 or 3 teams more. Is this going to change in 5 years and we're going to have more? Maybe. But to complete the vision that we had 6 years ago, I think we will have maybe 2 or 3 teams more. So it sounds like we're going to end up with somewhere in the region of 10 teams, 11, 12 teams maybe in the City Football Group. Where else could we be looking for an investment? Well, you know, there's only Africa left in terms of continents. This always talk that we're interested in a French club. That could be very interesting. And there's talk of Toulouse. We've got someone out on loan there. I think it's Manu Garcia or Pablo Mari at Toulouse. So let's talk about Toulouse. I think there might be issues with the authorities if we do take over Toulouse. There was complaints from the La Liga people when we got Girona and we were doing some of our loans with loaning them some of our players, and I can see problems with that if we have Toulouse as well, especially if we're in the same competition. For argument's sake, if Girona and Toulouse get into the Europa League, is that conflict of interest? Is there a problem? And that's going to cause issues. But the City Football Group, and one of the major benefits you'll see time and time again, I think, going forwards, is this combined bargaining power or combined marketing effect. Now, was it last week, you had the Puma kit deal announced, where it's rumoured to be worth up to £650 million over 10 years. That's 65 million quid a year. And that's across the City Football Group. So it'll be spread between the different clubs. I think the MLS have got their own contract with Adidas. And I think Yokohama Mariners have already got a contract with Adidas as well. So they're not part of this deal. But Puma are going to be straight away into Uruguay. Straight away into Girona, into Spain, straight away into China, and they'll have a new kit in a few weeks, and straight away into Australia. So they're going to be in 5 markets immediately just by having this link with City. And most of the money is going to come to Man City, and that's undeniable. But there'll be money spread around, so companies will get this opportunity. Like last year, we had an extension of a contract that we already had with Nissan, and that's now going to be across all the City Football Group clubs. Once again, the bulk of the money, if not all of it, will come to Man City. But your sponsors have got access immediately to all these markets. And if City are pushing their clubs to be the best, you can see Girona have got promotion whilst City have been involved, and they're doing quite reasonably in La Liga. Club Atletico Torque, I think, have had a decent season. New York City are not doing too shabbily. Melbourne City are doing reasonably well. So as these teams progress further, they'll get obviously more media attention, more publicity, and that's more of a marketing opportunity for our sponsors. So I can see this just continuing and continuing and continuing. I said it before, I expect 10 or 12 teams in total. That sounds quite reasonable. I think that'll be before the authorities say, look, you can't do this anymore. No one else is doing it. No one else even thought of doing it. And it's just City. But I can see at some point UEFA or FIFA saying, enough's enough. You can't do this anymore. You're taking over everywhere. But it's part of City's vision. If you support, and it's a way to share things around. So you could have an Indian fan who's a supporter of Mumbai City FC, if we get them, who then cottons on to Man City and follows them too. We've had that where you've got City fans who are interested to see what happens with New York City FC or Melbourne City FC or Girona. I mean, I've watched Girona games this year and last year, and quite honestly, I would never have watched those games if Manchester City or the City Football Group weren't involved. So it's a very interesting concept. I think it's going to be a very financially lucrative concept, and we'll just wait to see who we buy in India, whether it's Mumbai City FC, whether it's Kerala Blasters, whether it's another team. I think we just wait and see, and I'm sure in the next 6 months we'll find out who that's going to be. Guys, if you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, it's dead easy. Just click that subscribe button, you'll be subscribed, and if you can hit the bell icon, you'll be notified as soon as new videos come out. See you around, Blues.